Hey, this is Big Gene from Raw Deal, the last big night with the Gene Deal Show, cooking and conversation. How y'all doing today? We're gonna let a few people come up in here. Hope I'm on right now. I just went through a whole mess for the last half hour with Cash because I had the airplane mode on the side of the laptop, and I didn't even know, man. So I'm trying to get on, and it's crazy. I've been trying to do this for the last. Shout out, let everybody. Can y'all give Cash? That's K underscore A underscore A underscore Z out there in Canada. Shout out for helping me out, man, because I'd be totally lost without him. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate this. If you got this the title up, it's Bad Boy Cliche, take that. I'm gonna tell you where that came from, how, you know, it became synonymous with bad boy, but where it actually came from. I'm gonna tell you about a little stuff that was going on in Harlem back in that time. Because a lot of things that was on the streets was making it to the music business like it always does. But the proper people who was making that and saying stuff and getting it going was never getting any kicks back from it, or they wasn't getting the right knowledge. Because if you would hear take that, you know what I'm saying? Get them, take that, and all that stuff. You would think that, that shit came from Puff. You would say, yo, Puff made that up. You understand? So I know we all in the midst of, and some of us are feeling slumber and still sad by the passing of Nipsey Hussle. And I want to send a shout out to his family and friends and the people who knew him, and that he has, been an inspiration to the movement out there in California. And I want to give those brothers a shout out. I got a little thing in here that I had said that I'm speak on in my Uncle Gene version to the brothers out in Cali, or the people who was close to Nipsey or around there, who was affected by his passing and everything. I just want to, throw a little old cliche out there to them that, they could probably, develop something into it and start living by that. Um, I want to, on the Uncle Gene show, we're going to talk about, a couple of cliches on that. All right. I want to thank Lucky Lefty 914 for your super chat. That's what you call it. I appreciate that, Lucky. Thank you, sir. Peace and love to you also. Money earning Mount Vernon, home of Heavy D, and you know who else. But it's some hell of a rappers that was up in Mount Vernon. And when I worked at Sue's Rendezvous, I worked at Sue's Rendezvous for like 10 years. I was there when Cardi B first came in. You understand? And I could tell a story. That's a whole nother show, how she really got her name. You understand? And it wasn't, people glamorize certain things, and I don't blame her and everything like that. But, I know how she really got her name and who she got her name from. And actually how she got started on that whole thing. Shout out to Gypsy, you know what I'm saying, for paving the way for a lot of people, because it was this girl named Gypsy. And I'm just going to speak on Cardi B thing right there because I brought up Sue's Rendezvous, because my man hit me with a super chat, Lucky Lefty up there in Mount Vernon. It was a girl named Gypsy who was a dancer, and she had a site, or you could probably Google her. It was called Medium Ratchet. She was Dominican, and she didn't speak that much English. You know what I'm saying? So what happened was, the row, what's good with you out there, Sugar in the row? What's happening? And Picture Plenty, what's good with y'all boys? All right. So now, Gypsy used to be one of the top dancers. They only had Sue's only had 5 top dancers. I mean, like girls who could hit the stage, and they're gonna get, every time they hit the stage, they're gonna get anywhere from $15 to $3,000 thrown at them. At any given time, they'll walk around, and they do all the different stats, all different stations, and they'll have $2,000 or $3,000 in their pocket. They only had like 4 or 5 girls who were like that. All other girls was getting money too, but they wasn't getting money at that level like that. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to people for coming in, and I know it's Thursday. I'm gonna be quick with this because I was reading some of the comments and everything like I always do, and I try to answer everybody back. You know, let me stop this right there. I try to answer everybody back, and sometimes I don't know how to get to your name to answer you back, but I do. And I know the guy said this is the time of the millennium, and all you could do is, you know, Gene, you gotta keep it down to 20 minutes, 20 or 30 minutes, because you guys aren't just that interested in all the shit that I'm saying. But I want to show y'all this is therapy for me also. I've been through a whole lot of shit in my life, man. I could tell you my stories and you heard some of them, but I could tell you some shit, man, that you have you crying collecting money for me. You understand? And that's how bad my life been. But I don't use that, and I don't want no motherfucking pity party for me. Excuse me. I don't want no pity party for me. So, you know, I'm not using that, but I'm just saying to you guys that you have been a source of inspiration for me, you know what I'm saying, to get some of these demons and some of these things off of me, being able to come here and conversate and talk with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Christopher White, thanks for the Cash App. Yeah, my Cash App number is Big Gene 52. Also, my PayPal number is the same thing, Big Gene 52. Thank you for the super chat from that was Demaya Ross, and thank you for the one last week also out there in Atlanta. You know, oh yeah, I got some Freaknik stories, but I can't tell them right now. It'll get me in trouble. Everybody knew how the Freaknik was, baby. But anyway, so getting back to this, it's been therapeutical for me to come here and holler at y'all and be able to I'm gonna seek some help because I got a lot of shit that's in my mind and everything like that. But I thank y'all for putting up with me. But I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible, especially when I don't cook. You know what I'm saying? So one, Gypsy was one of the girls, and she started her own Instagram. And she used to come in there, yo, she did that medium ratchet shit. And if you think I'm lying, go check it out. So she was telling all the girls how she was getting niggas, people to pay for her stuff on Instagram. That she was, yep. That was my man Cash, right? He told me to tell y'all that y'all can go into the description of of these videos, and if you want to do the PayPal or the Cash App, you can go in there. All right, Cash, thank you. So anyway, so she was doing that shit, and she came and showed the girls and was telling the girls how niggas on Instagram, you know, be like, she'll tell them to, you know, send her money and what you call that? Western Union her money. People was Western Union her money, doing all kind of stuff like that. She was happy about it. You know, she had to move, and she was saying, yo, niggas was sending me money like that. And she was showing all the girls there at Sue's her stuff. And her thing is that she was doing the same thing that Cardi B would start doing, but Cardi B was doing it in English and broken Spanish. Jesse was doing hers, you know, because she didn't speak that good of an English. She was doing hers in Spanish. You understand? But she could speak English good, but not like where she could have a full conversation and like Cardi B and make it funny like that because she was Dominican. Cardi B took it and flipped it and started doing it in English. The same thing Gypsy was. But if you look at Gypsy Medium Ratchet, she was the first one that was doing that. You know what I'm saying? As far as that Instagram thing that Cardi B was doing, you know? So that's why I got into that little story because of my man up there in Mount Vernon just cash at me, and I appreciate that. Oh no, he did a super chat, right? We're gonna talk about, like I just said, the different cliches that was going on in Harlem, just like Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh took that all right from Mecca Audio. He brought it to the industry. And by him bringing it to the industry, people start getting on it and stuff like that. And Biz Markie did the same thing. He did a song like that. Everybody thought Biz Markie was getting robbed. You understand? Those guys was not trying to rob Biz Markie. Those guys was getting at Biz Markie because Biz Markie had stole that AO and put it on wax. And the guys from Mecca Audio was getting at him. Shout out to Waynesworth Hall. He's still doing federal time. Kingpin, under Kingpin status. You know, they called him Unique. He was the boss of Mecca Audio. Oh, Dunn Motor Cars. Yo, Dunn up there on Boston Road, man. If you got a fucked up tire, stuff like that, they just hit me with a cash app. Yo, Dunn up there on Boston Road. Oh, thank you, man, for your prayers and everything like that. Up there at Dunn Motors, up there on Boston Road. Now, if you got a crack in your tire, you got any kind of problem, need tires, rims, your rims are bent, you can go up there, man. I've dealt with them personally. You know, I didn't know they was watching me. Well, I appreciate that. Y'all up there, Dunn Motorsports. You know what I'm saying? Dunn Motors up there on Boston Road, up there in the Bronx, right off Connors Avenue. All right, so we're Dougie Fresh took that just like Unique. When Unique, I mean not when what's his name? Biz Markie took it. They caught Biz Markie and bucked him. That's how he got that buck over there. They wasn't trying to take his chains and nothing like that. They was trying to take him. They was trying to get at him from doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but Biz got up out of there. Dougie Fresh did, and that's when I told y'all the story. He came to Fish Store and talked to me and my brother, and I called Unique down, and they squashed the whole thing with that. That hey yo. Now we get the stuff, and before I get into the pop thing, you remember the Harlem Shake? And I still think they do it. You know, that's some more crazy shit. But they got that from God Bless the Dead, alleged crackhead. They used to come to the Rucker and dance named Albie. We call him Albie. You understand? It was a pun on, you know, I'll be sure, but I'll be confused or something like that. But it's a dude named Albie used to come up in there. And whenever they blow the whistle, whatever like that, you had Tango Cash, you had Hannibal and everything like that. He used to come in the middle of the dance floor and he started doing that Harlem Shake shit. You know, it wasn't a Harlem Shake. It was, he took that, I remember that dance. I forgot the name of it, but motherfuckers, they used to do that dance where they do their shoulders like this and go back and be all like this and all back in the day. And he took that and I guess he had been cracked up, allegedly. Cracked up, and he used to do this and people go crazy, but he do it so fast, and then he started walking and stepping with it. You know what I'm saying? So that was funny. Priscilla Partlow, thank you for your cash out. Miss Partlow, I'm gonna come back because we be playing that mind game as far as the educational tribute game. And I know I was tearing you up, so I'm gonna get back to tearing you up on that. So thank you for your cash app. I appreciate that, Miss Britlow. So Albie is the one who started that. They got that dance from an alleged crackhead. Because he smoked crack, that don't make him a crackhead. That just make him an individual that smoked crack. Right? That motherfucker was a crackhead. Shout out to my man out there in London. Taj, what's good with you? Jay Leezy, what's good with you, boy? Thank you for your support. I got a cash app last week from Miss Doris Silburn. Miss Silburn, thank you. And the people who gave me that PayPal last week, Sharice, Monago, Khalif Williams, Damania Ross, and Justin Tanksley. Thank you guys for your PayPal. Appreciate that last week, last Tuesday and stuff like that. Big shout out to Mama and Papa Brown. Y'all get better. Y'all stay healthy. We need y'all around here. We love y'all. All right, we love y'all. So y'all got to stay healthy. Mom and Papa Brown was the mom and pop of 114th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue. And I don't care where you at. If you straight with your kids and you about your business, we can make them all come on. That's why Tupac said it himself. You see roses coming out the middle of concrete because Mama and Papa Brown, neither one of them went to college, but all they kids. You hear me? Not one. They had 4 boys and 1 girl. Every last one of them graduated from college. Coming off 114th Street between 7th and 8th Avenue. And at that time, that block was rocking. Now Columbia University then bought half the block and put all the blacks out of there. That's crazy. They bought the housing from New York City Housing. They brought one side of the street, and they just started taking people apartments from them. And Columbia University owns that block, part of that block right now. At least one side that they're going to use for dormitories and student living and stuff. But Mom and Pop Brown got all their kids out the block and got them educated, got them college degree. So it ain't where you live at all the time. You don't conduct. You don't immaculate. You don't conform to what's around you unless you want to. So, shout out to Mom and Papa Brown. They had fell under the weather a little bit. And I'm going to come and see y'all pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? All right. So Albie was the one who was doing the Harlem, and he got famous from that. He should have what you call that dance. As much what they call it, patting that dance. He passed. God bless the dead. But somebody could have made money off that because that dance became famous. They just took it from the crackhead shake to the Harlem shake. When I started seeing kids do that dance in the street, I said, New York, it's over for New York. And they told me it's the Harlem shake, it's the Harlem shake, it's the Harlem shake. No, you saw a crackhead come on the court and do alleged because the man ain't with us no more. You understand? Alleged. Come on the court, do that dance, get a couple of dollars, and y'all call it and make it the Harlem shake. That was real funny. So, like I said, I'm gonna tell you about a little cliches in Harlem, that was going around and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you what Puff got to take that, and all that shit from. And he brought it to the industry and stuff like that. And like I said, everybody would think that he was the one who did it, but he wasn't the one who did it. Man, you ain't never seen me in no the May Raw stuff, or you see me dancing in the More Money, More Pride video. Wasn't me. Not at all. Not at all. So as far as the book, it's a setback again. Like I told you, this guy not that TV, a guy named Vladimir, he was supposed to, set it out and do some things with me. And then Puff took him shopping. And this is true shit. He got the video of Puff coming in the lawyer office. And I was like, oh shit, he was in California. Puff asked the dude, yo, where you shop at? And so he was telling me the story. And I was like, man, ain't shit gonna happen with this. And next thing you know, I hope ain't nothing happened to Vlad. You know what I'm saying? I hope he all right, because he sounded like he was a solid and good brother. You know what I'm saying? So I hope ain't nothing medically, went wrong or something went down with him and everything like that. But I haven't heard from him. after that whole little spill. But anyway, thank you.